we are in the midst of the greatest awakening that humanity has ever experienced. This awakening is not a random event. Rather, it is a deliberate and purposeful journey to awaken people to their soul missions and to facilitate the ascension of both the planet and its inhabitants. To understand the magnitude of this awakening, we must first explore the concept of dimensional shifts. Have you ever felt that something has been missing in the world since 2020? Have you sensed that time itself seemed to be shifting and that reality, as we know it, was undergoing a profound transformation? If you have had these feelings, you are not alone. Humanity is currently moving from the third dimension to the fourth and eventually the fifth dimension. This movement is closely related to Earth's own evolution, as Gaia is rising from the third dimension, which is causing the chaos and devil we see around us today. We frequently only see the surface of reality because of our limited ability to perceive three dimensions, which hides illusions and misconceptions. But when we go into 4D, the veil lifts, allowing us to see more clearly and understand the complex aspects of the vast cosmic design. The final destination is 5D, where we transcend the confusion and conflict of lower dimensions and reside in a state of higher consciousness characterized by elevated emotions and a broad perspective. However, getting there involves overcoming 4D's difficulties, which is a process we are currently going through. Think of this as a renovation project where you have to break down the old structures before you can build something new and beautiful. Similar to the turbulent times we find ourselves in, this demolition phase can be uncomfortable and disorganized. But it's important to remember that this choice doesn't mean something is wrong. It's an inevitable move on the right path toward a better future. We stand on the cusp of a new era, the dawn of a golden age. Because humanity as a whole is going through a massive awakening all at once, the turbulence occurring on a global level looks more significant than individual awakenings. This awakening is part of a bigger cosmic plan that is deeply integrated into the Earth's cycles of ascension and descension, which happen around every 26,000 years. The transition involves the influx of higher vibrational 5D energy onto the planet, and people are upgrading their consciousness at different speeds. Some are assimilating this energy more quickly than others due to their free will and capacity to hold these elevated frequencies. Dolores mentioned this in her series of books on Nostradamus. We don't immediately enter 5D, since the transition is an exhaustive process that requires the physical body to change in order to receive the new energy. The old 3D systems must collapse before we can fully embrace the 5D Earth, because they are incompatible with the new 5D energy and cannot continue in their current state. The fifth dimension requires time for the body to adjust to the higher frequencies, and we carry our physical vessels on this spiritual ascent. This is exactly what we are seeing happen on Earth right now. A massive crumbling of the old systems to make space for the new. Think of it like a building project. The old structures need to be destroyed in order to create space for the brand new, more advanced ones. This process is an essential part of our collective evolution, and there is nothing to be afraid of. In fact, it means we are getting close to creating a better world that is in harmony with the frequencies of 5D. The old systems will collapse in a variety of ways, including both natural changes on Earth and the awakening of human beings, taking back their power from extensively corrupt systems that have governed for centuries. Part of the forward awakening is the realization of these systems' genuine nature and their failure to benefit humanity. This collapse includes changes in the Earth's natural systems. Our Earth, Gaia, is a sentient being that is actively engaged in this process. She has chosen to purify herself from thousands of years of abuse, pollution, and environmental degradation. These purifying activities may materialize as entire natural disasters. The second aspect of this collapse comes from awakened people who are re-evaluating everything. Gaia is clearing the imbalances perpetrated upon her over the years. If this video is bringing value to you, I kindly ask for your support. Please consider subscribing to our channel, leaving your like, and if you wish, share your own experiences in the comments section below. As the systems collapse, it is important to realize that this is a natural part of the process and shouldn't be feared. As we move closer to 5D, the old ways will become more and more incompatible with the new energy. The difference between third dimension and fifth dimension energy is significant, making it impossible for the old systems to survive in the higher vibrational field of 5D. They are awakening to their inherent power and stepping into their independence, realizing that many of the existing systems, from governments to financial structures to education to health, no longer serve the greater good. It's possible that you've heard the term ascension before, or that this is your first time hearing it. Fundamentally, ascension is the process of raising your consciousness to another level. What we are living through right now is the ascension of people and the Earth. Though we may have experienced it in previous incarnations on other planets, this ascension is unique for humanity, since it is the first time that humans have physically risen with their bodies while on Earth. There are various reasons for the increased instability, violence, and chaos that have occurred since 2020. Each terror is connected to the fabric of our Great Awakening, the chaos catalyzer. In recent years, riots, war, and turmoil have well outpaced what we could consider usual. What is causing all of this confusion? The answer is found in one strong feeling: fear. Fear has a big effect on our actions and behaviors. If we don't deal with it, fear can make us angry, either at ourselves or at others. It's important to understand the role of fear in our current reality, because it helps us understand why people are acting the way they are. If you felt a surge of anger inside you, you're not alone. Many people have felt this way because of the intense fear that's permeating our planet. It's important to let go of these feelings. Discovering wholesome outlets, such as exercise, singing, screaming, or just saying your truth while no one else is present, can be done. It's really important to let this energy flow, or else it may overwhelm your physical body. Just be careful not to hurt other people while doing so. There are two types of shadows, the collective and the individual. The activation of both is another factor adding to the chaos. But what precisely is a shadow? The shadow is a symbol for the aspects of ourselves that we would want to ignore or hide. It is the holding place for our secrets. Everyone has both good and bad sides that they would prefer to keep hidden from view, including shame and all the dark parts of themselves. The shadow wants to be seen and heard, like a child who wants to be noticed. By recognizing it for what it is and letting it into your life, you can start to heal it. Even if you don't like what you see, be willing to look at it with love and acceptance. The worst thing you can do is try to hide or fight your shadow. Fighting it only makes you more angry, scared, and frustrated, which makes the chaos worse. People all over the world are waking up because of all the chaos and confusion going on around them. The events of the past few years have caused people to question things in a new way. We keep hearing new stories that don't make sense, which makes us question the fear-based stories we hear every day. It's clear that the world isn't as bad as the media makes it seem. There is a constant flow of bad news and stories that make us afraid. If you don't give in to this manipulation, we're putting together a puzzle and using our intuition to find the truth. We're not letting mainstream media affect us. Instead, we're connecting with our inner wisdom and asking ourselves, is this my truth? If it's not, we send it away. You don't have to believe a scary story just because you were told it. You can choose love over fear and happiness over negativity. This is the biggest awakening the world has ever seen, and it's happening right in front of our eyes. You did not randomly stumble upon this piece of information. You were led here for a reason. There aren't any odds here. Ascension is not a one-time event. It is a continuous process that began with your incarnation and continues as you rise. Your ability to hold and send out light improves, and your consciousness changes. As we move through the inevitable dark ages of a polarized universe, humanity is steadily moving toward a brighter, more enlightened age. Your personal growth and awakening contribute to the collective ascent. Imagine the world and all the things that are possible. The end of the old world is not something to be afraid of. It is a necessary part of humanity's grand awakening and ascension. Embrace this journey with an open heart and a clear mind, for it will lead us to a new world with higher energy. The problems and chaos we face are an important part of this process of change that is opening the way for a better future. Enjoy this unique time in history. It marks the start of a new age where love, truth, and enlightenment rule supremacy. If you're still with me, I wish you a wonderful journey ahead, and may blessings accompany your beautiful day. Thank you.